Hello everyone, we are live here from Watkins Glen International for round 29 of the season. It's time for the round of 16 decider, the IBM 20 at Watkins Glen. 16 cars enter and only 12 will come out still in this season 2 chase. So without further ado, let's take a look through your starting lineup. On pole is the number 86 ENEOS Mercedes-AMG of Nottingham Scott, his 11th pole of his career, and to his outside is the number 19 Pokemon Sword Mercedes-AMG of Jackson Kelsey, Scott's teammate. Row 2 is Vincent David and Roach Gussel. Row 3 is the 68 of Neo Stark and the 58 of Bailey Pendergast. Row 4 sees Derek Hamill and Seishin Tomioka, and rounding out the top 10 is the 37 of Azul Cielo and the 3 of Patrick Starr. Row 6 sees Felix Jansen and Yujika Kazami. Row 7 is Renan Isip in the 36 and Rafiq Razana in the 9. Row 8 sees John Davis and Noah Clifton. And rounding out row 9 is the 76 of row 9 is the 27 of Nathan Smith and the 34 of Ryan Keefe. And rounding out the top 20 is Kevin Hulkenberg and John McFadden. Row 11 sees Nelson Reeves and Ryan Llewellyn, a pair of Toyotas. Row 12 is another pair of Toyotas and the 29 of Roberto Crown Jr. and the 55 of Zachary DeLello. Row 13 is a pair of JMR teammates in Wyatt Qualley and Tim Pitch. Row 14 is Hollyoko and Anderson Reed, a pair of Toyotas. And rounding out the top 30 is the 14 of Devin Fair and the 71 of Kaiko Furukawa. Then it's another pair of Toyotas in Leland Hill and Chrissy Sputzer, followed by the 74 of Blake Ganaki and the 28 of Evan Hunter. Then it's Theo Sputzer and Jackson Maine, and in row 19 is the 38 of Arthur Xavier and the 80 of Adam Mitchell, with Riley Wilkin and Parker Martinez rounding out the top 40, then Tommy Rollo and Josh King rounding out the field. So we are ready for 9 laps here at Watkins Glen to determine which 4 are going to be out of the Season 2 chase. It's going to be a chaser leading them to green and Nottingham Scott as the green flag flies here, and we are racing at Watkins Glen. It's a good start for the 86 as they head down into turn 1. A bit of contact there between him and his teammate Kelsey, and Kelsey's been spun around. Jackson Kelsey goes around Vincent David into the tire barriers. And that's chase implications right there, as I think everyone else made it through cleanly. Yes, but lap 1 yellow here, and more wrecking. Patrick Starr, John Davis, Nelson Reeves, and that is quite a few cars than that. More chasers involved in incidents, as that is going to definitely be a bit of a source of controversy, as I think Roach Gussel was the one who spun him, as they head down through turns 10 and 11 to take the yellow. Nottingham Scott leading over Roach Gussel, then it's Neo Stark, Derek Hamill, and Azul Cielo. And coming off turn 11, yes, it is Scott leading them to the yellows. So what has happened here to bring out the first caution here at Watkins Glen, as there's still quite a few cars that need to head over the line. Patrick Starr, you see there with that damage. Jackson Kelsey now well down the order. Same with Vincent David, John Davis slow on the track. So it all started with that 19 of Jackson Kelsey. What has happened here? So we cut over to Kelsey, and there has been another incident. And it is Arthur Xavier and Riley Wilkin. Wilkin had an incident under yellow in the second Willow Springs race when he and Renan Isip came together, and that's certainly a strange flip there for Arthur Xavier, and gets hit by Tommy Rollo. So that's going to be another source of controversy as John Davis goes through the gravel. Anyway, replays of the first incident. Jackson Kelsey got turned by Roach Gussel. So let's see this. Heading down into turn 1. Gussel, got, I think, tagged by David. And then David just lost it, slams the barriers. And then what happens here? So everyone's checking up and merging back onto the track, and Star gets clipped by Kazami. Davis goes around. McFadden gets into that, and that sends Reeves around, who collects Crown, and Pitch gets a bit of damage in that. And then there's more spinning further back. Llewellyn, I think that's Ganaki there. A lot of cars torn up here after first lap of action. And we'll bring you back when we're ready to head back green flag racing. So we are getting ready here to head back green. It's going to be Nonigan Scott leading them to green ahead of Rorge Gussel. Neo Stark with the potential of third. Vincent David Derek Hamill and Azul Cielo, and we're green flag racing here at Watkins Glen once again. So they're already going pretty aggressive further back. This top 5 is stayed tucked in line, and Neo Stark's going to go down the inside of Rorge Gussel, or at least try to contact there, and they're going to go 3 wide for the lead. This is surely not going to work, but they make it work anyway, as everyone manages to back out. Nonigan Scott holds the lead, but Gussel and Stark nearly costed Nonigan Scott what looked like was going to be an easy win. But now he's going to have some challenges. Rorge Gussel all over his tail. Neo Stark has defended from third beautifully as Azul Cielo going off. He gets back on track and almost into Felix Jansen. As now here comes Gussel. He's looking for the lead as they exit the carousel. The 2 Mercedes are going to duke it out here. Neo Stark waiting in third in case things go wrong. Could he possibly claim his first career BEOSC win here? As Gussel going to send it, and he's going to make it work. Rorge Gussel into the race lead here at Watkins Glen. As now I think Neo Stark is smelling a bit of blood in the water. He wants to go for second on Nonigan Scott. As they head down the front straight, Gussel leads, then it's Scott, then it's Stark, then it's Hamill and Jansen, who's moved up into 5th after Cielo. Then following Cielo is Noah Clifton, then Seishin Tomioka, Renan Isip, and Bailey Pendergast round out this top 10. Now Cielo's going to look for a move here to get back into the top 5. As they head down into the bus stop, this has been a major area of incidents, as it is Cielo who's cleared into 5th, and Nonigan Scott looked like that he was going to try to make a move here to reclaim this race lead. Meanwhile, Derek Hamill looking to maybe suss out a move on Neo Stark for 3rd. As heading down into turn 10, top 4 staying in line, but everyone wants to get by each other. As Nonigan Scott, he's going to try around the outside of turn 11. That's not going to work. He runs wide, and now Neo Stark is going to draw alongside. I don't think Stark's got the run that he'd probably want down the front straight. Yeah, he's going to tuck into line right ahead of Derek Hamill. And now is Stark going to look for a move into turn 1? He is, as now they head up the S's. Can Stark make this move work? Side by side for second. As they exit the S's, I think Stark's got him. Not quite. Now he does. Neo Stark into second. Now the question is, can Stark hunt down the runaway Rorge Gussel? As now Derek Hamill looking to maybe make a move here. Hamill currently sits 12th in the standings. Felix Jansen is putting together an amazing run. He's 19 points behind the cutoff driver. That is Hamill. Could Felix Jansen potentially manage to miracle his way into the round of 12? As another yellow is out, and it's Devin Fair and Nelson Reeves. As they come back to the yellow, Rorge Gussel leads them to the line. Neo Stark second, Nonigan Scott third, Derek Hamill fourth, and Azul Cielo in 5th. But what has happened here? John McFadden also well off the pace, as that is a chaser in Nelson Reeves. And I think Devin Fair, yeah, he ran the carousel. He got the carousel completely wrong. Oh, he hits the wall, then rebounds into Nelson Reeves, and John McFadden somehow slips through. That is a bit of a blunder there from Devin Fair. Got sent wide by Kaiko Furukawa, and then near 100-mile-an-hour impact, and then another hit there from Nelson Reeves. Now that 15 team has to be worrying a bit, because that could be, depending on what happens, that could potentially be their chase hopes over. But we'll bring you back to the action when we're ready to head back green here, if we do, here at Watkins Glen. And this race is going to finish under caution. There was a slight chance that we'd be heading back green, but that will not be happening. So the incident between Nelson Reeves and Devin Fair is going to give Rourke Gussel his second win out of the last 3 races. Absolutely fantastic for that Logansport Williams team. But now this is going to be a question with, so who's going to finish where, and how will this affect the chase? Well, now that we know that there's not going to be any more changes in the finishing order, we'll run through the full order here. So it's going to be Rourke Gussel, who's going to get to take the win. Then Neo Stark second, Nonigan Scott third, Derek Hamill fourth, Azul Cielo fifth, then Felix Jansen sixth, Noah Clifton seventh, Sushin Tomioka eighth, Renan Nisip ninth, and Bailey Pendergast will round out the top 10. Then it'll be Najika Kazami, Ryan Keith, Nathan Smith, Rafik Rizana, Kevin Hulkenberg, Tim Pitch, Wyatt Qualley, Hollyoko, Anderson Reed, Leland Hill, and Theo Spletzer rounding out the top half of the field. Then Martinez, Mitchell, DeLello, Wilkin, Starr, Kelsey, Main, Ganaki, Hunter, Llewellyn, Furukawa, King, Crown, Chrissy Spletzer, David, and McFadden, all the finishers. Then we have 5 DNFs and Nelson Reeves, Devin Fair, Arthur Xavier, Tommy Rollo, and John Davis. But as the pace car rolls through turn 10 and into turn 11, it's going to be this man, the Briton, Rourke Gussel for Logansport Williams Racing. He came so close early in the season to winning multiple road courses. He won at Willow Springs just last week, and he's going to win again. Rourke Gussel takes the IBM 20. And that is going to complete the round of 16 here in the Season 2 chase. We will see you next week, where we're going to be racing from the Coca-Cola Superspeedway for round 30 and the start of the round of 12. But until then, this has been Ash Jacobson. We'll see you next time.